and I finally want to share with you my Disney insert. So this, together with this insert, I think will conclude my documentation of our trip to California. You can see the other one in a separate video. And yeah, so I decided to dedicate, we were, 3 days in Disneyland in Anaheim, and I decided to do a dedicated insert. So this covers everything except those days. And if you saw that other video, or if you intend to see it, you'll see that the style is very different. So I kept this kind of let's say a more like a cleaner design, so there aren't so many pages, like this, that are just like a mishmash of stuff. Let's get started. This I thought would be a fun touch. It's just this cute trim, and it's happy, like Disneyland. So here I have one of these little pockets from Michaels. I mentioned these, I absolutely love them. And I don't have a Michaels in Europe, sadly, but I'll try to get my hands on more of these. I don't know if you can see because it's clear, but it's just like stickers that are clear pockets, and they come in a pack with various sizes. And yeah, they're really nice quality. So I have one here on the cover. The cover I made using sticker paper, and I have a tutorial on my channel, so you can enjoy that. Now, I did a lot of editing in my photo editing software. I use Photoshop Elements with RadLab installed into it. I started with some illusions of doing some mixed media, but I don't know, I didn't really get into it, and I kind of wanted to focus on the photos and washi tape. You'll see that. So I started with this kind of a failed background, and then I just added on top my journaling. And here I also added some photos. So this is kind of nice. I just attached it with washi. I could probably adhere it in a better way. This is a photo and a frame that I have in my room. It's like right there, of my visit to Disneyland in Orlando. How is it called now? Disney World, whatever. And yeah, in the year 2000. So I just talk a little bit about that, and then I included some of those images here. I thought that would be nice. And I started with using just my regular printer paper, and then I kind of stopped and waited for the good quality vinyl sticker paper that I ordered, and you'll see there's like a huge difference. I mean, this is edited. It's not like I wanted this to be so, it's not like I wanted this to be super bright and contrast, and it didn't work, but the quality is just not good enough for these purposes. So here I made this cute pocket using Transparency. But because the tickets are so dark, you can see that if I don't have this receipt, the image kind of disappears. That's of course the thing with Transparencies, that you see what's behind them. So I just added the receipt here just so that the photo will show up better, and then our tickets are there. Another thing that, the reason I think that to start with, I wasn't so into journaling right straight on the paper here, is because this one had a grid, this insert, and this one is just blank, and I just don't feel that's very inviting, like to me personally, to start writing on it, because I know it'll be super crooked, and yeah, that's kind of annoying. So from now on, I don't intend on buying blank inserts. I just want the grid ones so that I have those lines. Yeah, so you'll see a lot of the journaling is just, printed onto the photos in some way or another. Here I just had some fun with Transparency. It's just the same image printed on a Transparency, and then on sticker paper, here are the words to Is a Small World. And again, so here it's closed, and then here it opened. So I did the same thing. I just like how that looks. And these are the transparencies are just attached with washi, and it actually has like a really nice feel to it. So here I just had some fun with this giant tip in, so it kind of folds out, and this is basically what I used, and I'm really happy with it. Was a sheet of Tomoe River paper, and I just attached it here with some washi, and then because I love that paper so much, I could, you know, enjoy journaling on it and also do some watercoloring here, just being inspired by all the shapes and colors here. And yeah, and because it's like thin, it doesn't add a lot of bulk. And then there's, again, transparency here and photos. This I printed on photo paper because I wanted the nice quality. I think you can see how nice the colors are. And this is, everything is edited. So there are like filters and added saturation. If you're familiar with It's a Small World, you know that it's a little bit dark. So I needed the help of some photo editing. Also, I was there with my girls, and I didn't want to focus so much on taking pictures, but more to be in the moment. So I think all in all, I didn't even take so many photos. Like, there aren't any like photos of everything we did and every ride we took, but I still managed to fill the entire thing, so not to worry. This, I showed it in another video, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think it's just a nice, fun element to add the journaling like this. And here I was playing around with the Altenew washi tapes. I love this rainbow one. So there are like some tip-ins, and I think I'll probably add some journaling very soon before I forget everything I want to say. So another cute tip-in with this time some journaling. I ran this through my typewriter. This is, of course, we're meeting Minnie Mouse. Some more tip-ins. This is another one of these pockets. And there's some journaling here, which you can easily read if you just remove this. And here I'll probably add a bit more journaling. So I was really also trying to like play with the washi tape. You can see that. And here I'll probably also need to add something. I had all kinds of grand ideas. No, the reason was that I wanted to include like these full-size photos. So I just printed them on one sheet and then divided it to, like, cut it to 3 pieces. And then just glued this on one sheet of paper. And I probably could have made this gap a little smaller. But I really like it because, you know, first of all, it's like an interactive element. And then also it still fits in this format, but then you still kind of get the effect of a larger photo. And I think it's just fun to play with. And here are some photos of my girls. And again, the same thing. And I have to say that this insert, I'm not sure where it's from. I think it's just one that I got with some cover that I ordered, and it's kind of, it's struggling to, I see the papers are kind of, yeah, they're struggling to keep up with all the extra tension, but we'll see. I can always add some washi. This is really, I'm okay with it. You know, not really falling apart, but looking very worn out or used or loved or looked through. That's one of the things that I love about this format. So I don't mind it, and there is like a fix for everything. So I'm not worried. Again, I probably will make a photo book also documenting this trip. So this was kind of more of like a me thing, a journaling, playing around thing. And it probably won't be the only photo album or documentation of this trip. So here I was also, you know, kind of experimenting with all kinds of things. This is from the night parade, and I just printed a bunch of photos from that parade on this vinyl paper, and then kind of fussy cut it and then created here a collage. I'm not amazed with how it turned out, but it's kind of okay. This I liked how it turned out. So yeah, this I think turned out really nicely, and I added some journaling. I added also the you know, brochure that we got. I had to trim it a little bit, but I think it's still like good enough. You know, we have the photo of the park and I think all the attractions, so you can know what it was like in the year 2019. And here I really started to enjoy this vinyl paper. It's beautiful. The quality is beautiful. This is the transparent one. I'm not such a huge fan of it just because I like to do these full page spreads and they kind of stick to each other. It doesn't destroy it, but you know, when you just flip through it, you still have to like tear them apart, and it's just not a great experience. So I will definitely use them, but probably just on one page, so that doesn't have that sticky factor. And again, this is that vinyl paper, which is just beautiful. The quality is beautiful. This I did again also on this vinyl paper. I'm super happy with it, and I just love it. I think it's as good as photo paper, but it has this beautiful matte finish. It feels lovely, and it has a sticky back, which just makes the whole thing very clean, in my opinion. So this was a fun collage that I made. This is with using that cheap sticker paper. So, I mean, I did edit it, like I added a lot of filters and stuff, but you really can't compare the quality to this. And I just made some collage with some printables I got off Etsy with the Alice in Wonderland theme. Yeah, it was just a lot of fun to make this. Again, another one of these clear pockets, and there's some hidden journaling here in this little envelope. Again, this is all from printables from Etsy and a few stickers to decorate. And here I may go back and add some things, but it's just some photos that I wanted to include. I don't know if I will do something with this, but it was just, I had some leftovers and it was really fun to make this collage. My plan for this page is to let Ella write some of her impressions, since she's, you know, old enough to write, as opposed to Lily, who's just will turn 4 very soon. But that's what I want to do here. And then as we were leaving Disneyland on our last day, suddenly Ariel appeared, and Ella was very excited to get her signature and everything. So everyone was already like dying, you know, of exhaustion, ready to move on. But I stood in line with them to meet Ariel, and yeah, Lily is I don't know if she really understood the whole thing of like meeting the princesses and giving them the book, but once she saw that Ella was excited about it, she was totally happy to join the fun. And yeah, and then the last page is the photo of Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse and some final thoughts about it. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this. And I hope you feel inspired to maybe do something similar. What I like about this is that it's so much easier to create something like this than a 12 by 12 album, which is what I have been using for documenting, you know, trips and that sort of thing. So this was just such a fun process. It didn't feel overwhelming. It didn't feel like, you know, this photo is not worth a 12 by 12 and this, I don't know how I'll title this. And it's just like a lot of the things that were challenges in 12 by 12 scrapbooking were a non-issue when it came to using something like this. So that is just my personal experience. And of course, you know, I totally understand enjoying 12 by 12 scrapbooking. If that works for you, that's great. But for me, this is the way to go for sure. So thank you again for watching. I'll see you in another video soon. Bye.